In today's episode, I'm going to help you find secret hidden cars on Copart's website. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's vlog. If this is the first time you're seeing this, don't forget to subscribe down below and become one of the many thousands of people who watch these videos every week. Now, I was going to bring you an update on the Fiat 500, that's what we had planned, but unfortunately we had a bit of an issue. So I had a letter from DVLA and I thought it was a V5, but to open it up and find that it wasn't, it was just another question from DVLA about the Fiat. I don't know what the issue is with the Fiat. There's something that, I don't know. But anyway, I gave them a call. It's all settled now. They're going to send the V5 to me and it's going to be arriving in the next couple of days. So we will bring you this Fiat 500 conclusion next week. That's the plan, at least, hopefully. And of course, the Fiesta ST, that comes back next week as well. So we've got two cars to finish off now, and we're going to be busy. And I've had a few comments from you guys wondering why things are slowing up a little bit, and there is a reason why. I am just preparing for the winter season, Q4, in terms of volume of traffic coming through the channel. So I am basically looking at what I'm going to be doing for the next sort of 8 months, and I'm trying to make it a lot more traffic coming through the garages here, and that way at least we're going to have much more content. But it does mean me doing a little bit of saving, which is what I'm doing, so that we can just, once we get the 500 sold, that we can start smashing with the cars and just really getting busy as what you require. And that will hopefully lead me to releasing the video every 3.5 days. That's the plan. We'll see how that pans out. Anyway, let's get on to today's subject. So, have you ever been searching on Copart for a car and it just doesn't turn up, a certain car or model? I'm going to show you the reason why that is. See, on Copart there are these hidden secret cars that are very difficult to find, and I came across this by accident really. Working in the IT industry, I'm used to using Google. Google has artificial intelligence as part of its search algorithm, so you'd start typing and then Google will anticipate based on previous searches from people what you're looking for. Unfortunately, the Copart search engine doesn't work in the same way. It is a very static search engine, and the type of search engine that they use is pretty much what used to be used many years ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, and that is that you have to type in the exact phrase. If you don't type in the exact phrase, you don't get what you're looking for. Let me give you some examples of that. So let's take a look at the screen, and we're going to take a look and see. We're going to search for 3 cars, and I'm going to show you the best way to find the car that you're looking for on Copart. Okay, so most people will come to this screen here. This is the vehicle finder screen, and what Copart have done here is they've listed all the cars by make that they have for sale. So if it's not listed here, then they don't have it in their itinerary, and that's the whole purpose of this page when they did the redesign last year sometime. However, this page doesn't work very well, and let me show you why. So here we have one Lamborghini. So if I do a click on that, that will come up with a tractor. Okay, fair enough. And if you look at that, you would think to yourself, well, do you know what? That is it. There's only a tractor available, a Lamborghini. So if you really want to say that you own a Lamborghini, you can buy this tractor, and currently it's bidding for 1,250 euros. But actually, let me show you something really unique. Okay, so we'll go back to the vehicle finder, and what I'm going to do, if I type out Lamborghini and do a search, once again I come up with that. However, if I do a search for Lambo, look what comes up. A Lamborghini Urus. And that didn't come up when I did the main search for a Lamborghini. Why is that? let's do another one. This time I'm going to do a search for one of my favorite cars. Okay, so I'm going to do a search for a Nissan GTR. So if I do a search, and that's how I used to do my searches in the past, I look up and I see that there are no GTRs on Copart. However, if I do GT/R, there is one, and it is in Wolverhampton. It's currently got bids of 15k, and it's worth £65,000, and a very nice car it is as well. Let's do another one. So let's go back to Vehicle Finder, and this time we're going to do a search for, let's do a search for a Fiat Abarth, another car that I like. So I have been searching for Fiat Abarth for a while, and none of them have been coming up. So when I do a search, that's what I get. And yet I went to Copart in Newbury, and look at this screen here. This is what I found. So as you can see a Fiat Abarth that is there and ready to be sold. Now sometimes what happens is that cars will be in the crash yard, but it won't be advertised. But this car has been here for at least a couple of weeks. So I thought, let me do another search. So if you look at the screen now, I'm going to do a search for a bar. Okay. And let's see what happens. We get nothing. Okay. How about a Bart 595C? And now we find a car, and guess where it is? In Newbury. Absolutely scandalous. So essentially you've got to know how to scan for your car if you're going to find the car that you're looking for. It gets worse than that. Certain cars are not even mentioned on the sales window here. Let me show you some examples. Okay, so here, let's say I'm looking for a Maserati. Normally what I do is I look on the list here, and then I'll look to see if there is any Maseratis in here, and Maserati are not listed, so I'm going to assume that there isn't. If I do a search, let's type out Maserati, and sure enough, there's eight Maserati for sale, and yet on the Vehicle Finder Maseratis aren't listed. How about Lotus? Yep, one Lotus. Again, going back to the Vehicle Finder, no Lotuses listed. Now you may have noticed that when I do type, if the car is there, while I'm typing the word out, you see that actually the car will come up. And this is how I discovered about this search engine, that unless you type the specific word, then those cars won't come up. So it's quite a primitive search engine that they have. So this is a problem really, because this could prevent you from finding the car that you are searching for. So the question is there a way around this? Well, thankfully there is. Let me show you. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to look at our Vehicle Finder. So again, we have our list of cars here, but where we need to really go so that we can capture all the vehicles that are for sale is we need to come down to this section here, vehicles under 7.5 tons. And what that is everything bar trucks. And if you notice there is 7,681 vehicles that are available. So click on that, and this will list all 7,684 vehicles that Copart have for sale, for auction. And then notice in this column here, you can see here are Abarth. So if I click on that, you see the Abarth that we saw in Newbury. Let's scroll down further, and we will see our Lamborghini. There's actually a couple of Hummers in there. They're in Saudi Arabia. I don't think you want to go there. But anyway, moving on. Let's go down to M. We see our Maseratis that we saw. We see our Mercedes that we saw on the viewfinder. Actually, what we're looking for Lamborghini. That's L. There we go. Look, Lambo or Lam Zero. So that's our Lamborghini that we saw as well. If you notice, the other Lamborghini isn't there. That's because it's an agricultural vehicle, and this is looking for vehicles under 7.5 tons, hence the reason why it's not there. And also, if you know the brand that you're looking for as well, it's if you go to the manufacturer. So here we're looking at Nissan, and then that will open up this column here, and then you will see that there's a 370Z, there's a 350Z as well. There's a base for a 370Z. I don't know what that is. We'll take a look at that in a second. But if I scroll down, and this is how I found my GTR. There it is. There's our GTR that we've seen on Copart. So effectively, that's the best way to search for vehicles, using the vehicles under 7.5 tons, and then searching the make of the vehicle, and then looking for the model. And that way you will capture every vehicle that you are looking for if it's listed in Copart. Okay, so quite an interesting fact that I hope you found that really useful, and will help you to be able to find the vehicles that you're looking for. Good. Okay, so that's about it for this week. I'm sorry that we weren't able to bring you the cars, but like I said, until I get the V5 for the 500, there's nothing really much more that I can do other than the few little bits. And what I want to do is, rather than string it out into 2 videos, I want to get it all completed into 1 video, and then we can review the car, take it for a test drive. And then of course we've got the ST, and again I want to do the same with that. I'm waiting for a couple of bits that should arrive this week, and then we'll be able to get that on the road, so we can get 2 cars in the road in the space of a couple of weeks. And what I want to try and do is trying to do the midweek videos to start that process off more often. I'm not going to promise you're going to get that every week, but I am going to attempt to do that. So as always, any comments, leave them down below, both bad and good. I enjoy reading them both, and actively try to comment to as many as possible. At least you know that if I've read it, you're going to get a heart. The heart means that I've read it, and I'm thankful for the comments. But as always, we want you to share these videos. If you like them, don't forget to subscribe if you're a casual viewer, and give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, because that really helps the channel. You don't know how much it helps the channel just by giving that thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you like it, and it should share it with others, and that helps the channel to grow. Okay, so anyway guys, like I said, have a good week. We will see you hopefully midweek, but if not, certainly next Monday. Have a great week.